All right, let's talk about one of the biggest and maybe most misunderstood trends happening online right now: YouTube automation. You've probably seen these videos, you might not even realize it, but you've definitely heard the hype. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise and really break down the system, the strategy, and what the actual value is behind this whole new digital frontier. So let's just start with the question that's at the heart of this whole thing. Seriously, what if you could build a media brand, a real business that makes real money without ever having to step in front of a camera or even use your own voice? That right there, that's the big promise pulling thousands of people into this world. So, what is this thing really? Well, at the end of the day, YouTube automation is a business model. It's about creating what people call faceless channels or cash cow channels by building a system, a kind of content assembly line. In this model, you, the creator, you're not the star of the show. Nope. You're the architect of the whole system. And yeah, it's this whole system-based approach that has turned YouTube automation into what you could only call a modern-day digital gold rush. The promises are absolutely huge, and that potential reward is drawing people in from literally every walk of life. I mean, just look at this quote. This is taken directly from our source material, and the confidence here is just off the charts. It really captures this ambitious, almost feverish energy around the whole topic. The belief isn't just that it's a cool side hustle, it's that this could be one of the most lucrative business opportunities on the planet right now. So, what's pulling everyone in? Well, it really boils down to four big things. First, the dream of real financial freedom. Second, the ability to do this from anywhere in the world. You just need a laptop. Third, you're building a business that works for you 24/7, making money while you're sleeping. And last, and this one's huge, it's a model that is built from the ground up to be scalable. Okay, so how does this actually work, right? If you're not on Temra, what even is one of these videos? Well, it all breaks down into a surprisingly simple and, more importantly, repeatable formula: a true digital assembly line. Believe it or not, every single one of these faceless videos, they're all made from the same five basic parts. First, you need a topic, a killer idea. Then someone writes a script. A voiceover gets recorded, and this can be a freelancer or even an AI voice. Then you edit together visuals, like stock clips or AI images. And finally, you design a thumbnail that just begs to be clicked. The key is that every single one of these steps can be outsourced or automated. But, before you can even think about firing up that assembly line, you've got to figure out where to dig. You have to find your gold mine. And that's all about strategy. It's not just about making videos, it's about making the right videos for the right people. And this right here, this is the absolute key. The whole game isn't about trying to compete in some massive crowded space. No way. The smart move is to find a micro niche, a super specific topic inside a bigger category where you can basically become the only game in town. Let's make this real. Instead of a huge generic gaming channel, you go for something really specific, like relaxing, no commentary mobile game playthroughs. You're not just doing health, you're doing mindfulness habits for weight loss. It's that laser focus that lets a brand new channel actually cut through all the noise. And now we get to the really wild part of this whole model. This is the game changer: how artificial intelligence is being used not just as a tool, but as a genuine co-creator in the whole process. So to get consistent quality results from AI, creators are building what they call a master prompt. You can just think of it like a super detailed recipe for the AI. It's got four key parts. You give the AI a role, like telling it you're a Pixar-style storyteller. You set very strict rules, like no robots. You create placeholders for things you want to change, like the story's theme. And you tell it the exact output structure you want back. So, why go through all that trouble? Well, because when you're generating visuals with AI, especially for stories, the number one biggest headache is character consistency. How do you make sure your main character actually looks like the same person from scene 1 to scene 10? And that's where the master prompt comes in. It's the solution. A big part of that prompt is a crazy detailed description of your character: their hair, their clothes, their style, and that description becomes a reference that you feed back to the AI for every single image. That's how you keep them looking consistent. Okay, so you've built the system, you've found your little gold mine, you've even figured out how to partner with AI. So what? What's the end game here? What is the actual, tangible value you're creating? The best way to think about it is as digital real estate. A successful automated channel, it's not just a hobby. It's a real, tangible digital asset. It has value, it generates cash flow, and just like a house, it can be sold. And how much is it worth? Well, get this. According to our source material, a monetized channel that has a consistent monthly income can be sold for as much as 30 times that monthly number. So just do the math. A channel making $2,000 a month could potentially be a $60,000 asset. And look, the value isn't just about selling it one day. A really smart creator builds out all these different income streams around the channel. Ad revenue is just where it starts. You've got affiliate marketing, selling your own products, getting brand sponsorships, and then, yeah, of course, the option to one day sell the whole thing. And all of this, it brings us to the big question, doesn't it? We've seen the blueprint, we've seen the strategy, the potential payoff. But is this whole model the actual future of media, where content is just systematically produced like any other product? Or is it a short-term gold rush, a digital bubble built on algorithms and AI that's just waiting to pop? The answer to that is probably going to shape the entire creator economy for years to come.